Biohazard, Resident Evil. It is a fantastic video game franchise. Yeah, one of the best video game franchises of all time, in my opinion. Yeah, everything started out with Resident Evil, the first game for PlayStation 1. To the story in Resident Evil, there are two teams, the Bravo team and the Stars team. The Bravo team was sent out to have an investigation on something, on something what happened in Raccoon City, and they never came back. They got lost. Then they sent a second team out called the Stars team. The Stars team went into a helicopter. The helicopter, a little while later, crashed down into a forest, and the 5 members of the team got attacked by some zombie dogs. One member of the Stars team, gets killed, and the other 4 team members are rescuing themselves into a big house, into a huge house, into a mansion. Yeah, and this mansion is packed with zombies, and the team had to defend themselves against the zombies. The main characters from the first game, Resident Evil for PlayStation 1, are Jill Valentine, Chris Redfield, Barry Burton, and Albert Wesker. These are the 4 main characters of the first game. 1 year later, an upgrade came out of the Resident Evil game for PlayStation 1 called Resident Evil Director's Cut. Actually, same story, but it is just an upgrade. Yeah, everything works a little bit better. 1998, Resident Evil 2 came out. Resident Evil 2, the 2 main characters are the sister of Chris Redfield, Claire Redfield, and Leon S. Kennedy, and the game takes place in the town Raccoon City. 1999, Resident Evil 3 comes out. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Here, the Nemesis, this guy, this monster, is the main opponent, the main zombie in Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. A good game from 1999. In the year 2000, Resident Evil Code Veronica comes out. Yeah, Resident Evil Code Veronica, the main character is Claire Redfield. Also in the Millennium year, Resident Evil Survival comes out. Then in 2002, Resident Evil, the remake, comes out for Nintendo GameCube. Yeah, it is a remake from the first Resident Evil game. Yeah, from the first Resident Evil game for PlayStation. Yeah, they made it new, they made it better, they improved it in graphics, gameplay, and everything. Resident Evil, the remake in 2002 for Nintendo GameCube, is a huge game. Good graphics, especially for this time in 2002. Great game, and it still holds up very well today. Then after that, in 2003, Resident Evil 0 came out. Then Resident Evil Survival 2 came out. Then in the following years, or in 2004, Resident Evil Dead Aim, Resident Evil Outbreak File 1, Resident Evil Outbreak File 2. And in January 2005, my famous Resident Evil came out, Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 takes place in Spain, and the main character in the video game is Leon S. Kennedy from Resident Evil 2. Then, later in 2009, on the 5th of March, in 2009 in Japan, Resident Evil 5 comes out. Yeah, Resident Evil 5 comes out in March 2009 in Japan, and 8 days later, on the 13th of March 2009, it comes out in whole Europe. Resident Evil 5 for PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and for PC. And today I want to go actually a little bit more into this game and into Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil 5, the story, Chris Redfield, yeah, the guy from the first Resident Evil game, is the main character in this game. The game takes place in Africa, and Chris Redfield teams up with Sheva. They're having a watch out, a look out for Jill Valentine, yeah, because they're thinking that Jill Valentine is maybe dead. And later it turns out that Jill Valentine is actually alive, and that she teamed up with Albert Wesker. And at the end of the game, Chris Redfield fights against Jill Valentine, and the end boss of Resident Evil 5 is Albert Wesker. It's a great game. Yeah, a lot of people don't like it. I like it. It's a good game in my opinion. It's great. Yeah, this is the game guide. Also great. Let me show you something in the game guide. Some pictures, artwork, whatever. Have a look. Here we go. This is how it looks like, the game guide for Resident Evil 5. Yeah. Good. Then, in the year after Resident Evil 5, in the year 2012, Resident Evil 6 comes out in October 2012. Yeah. I bought this game guide. I bought the 5th of October 2012, and it came out in Europe the same day as the game came out. The game guide and the video game Resident Evil 6 for PlayStation 3, it came out on the same day. Yeah. Guys, that's it for me today so far. Yeah. Before I forget, I've got also here Resident Evil Archives. This book is a great book. Yeah, it covers the first Resident Evil game up to Resident Evil 0, I think, and Resident Evil Archives 2. Resident Evil Archives 2 covers the games Resident Evil 4 up to Resident Evil 5. Yeah, I think. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think, yes. For example, yeah, here, this is some stuff from Resident Evil 5. Yeah, very good books, very rare. Yeah, Resident Evil Archives and Resident Evil Archives Volume 2. Yeah, very rare and good books. Guys, if you never played a Resident Evil game, go out there, buy it. Yeah, play it. It's worth playing it. It's a great game. Yeah, great game franchise. Yeah, Resident Evil 5, a lot of people don't like, but in my opinion, it is a good game. Resident Evil 5. Guys, this is my last video. Yeah, for the next couple of months, I don't do any new stuff, any more new videos. And thanks for watching all my videos. And if you never played actually a Resident Evil game, try it out. It is fun. Yeah, or in Japan it's called Biohazard. Guys, never say never. Until next time, enjoy.